Today I'm here on behalf of the Palestinian Youth Movement. Palestinian and Arab communities across North America and all over the world are protesting, demanding our political rights and an end to Israeli occupation and colonization of our homeland. We're protesting Israel's colonization of Palestinian land and livelihood, the blockade of Gaza, and the mass assault of Palestinians on our streets. We are here to demand an end to illegal expulsion of Palestinian families in Jerusalem, an end to the terrorizing of Palestinians on the streets in historic Palestine, and an end to the massacre on Gaza. We endorse the general strike called for by our people back home across all of colonized Palestine for May 18th tomorrow, and call on all supporters of Palestinian liberation to join the day of action.
Palestinians are entitled to the same rights as the rest of humanity. What we're witnessing today on the media screens is the most spectacular forms, but it's critical to emphasize that long before these and alongside these, there have been everyday slow violence that affects home and livelihood for Palestinians across the territory. This includes Palestinians who live in the cities and towns captured and absorbed in the state of Israel in 1948. While those Palestinians hold Israeli citizenship, they too face apartheid practices such as inequities in access to housing, infrastructure, land development, the ability to learn and to use their own language, and indeed their very identification as Palestinian, among other practices that are legally and institutionally sanctioned. That we see Palestinians in cities such as Haifa, Lid, and others protesting in solidarity with those in the West Bank and Gaza is not surprising. It's a further manifestation of the systemic nature of colonial and apartheid system to which all Palestinians are subject.
The Jabalia refugee camp in Gaza, she wrote on her Facebook yesterday, and she's a Facebook friend of mine, she wrote, "I started to believe that those who died are lucky because they don't have to go through all of this. They aren't expected to be heroes." So just imagine that, a 25-year-old woman, someone who's 25 years old, saying that the dead are the lucky ones because they don't have to be living what's happening right now. And I think we hold that spirit in our hearts today. We hold that resistance that Palestinians are not only living through one of the most indignified situations right now, but they are standing up with the most dignity and the most passion and the most justice. And we want to be here today to send our solidarity to them and to amplify their calls for justice. Turtle Island to Palestine, colonization is a crime.